Jules, let me explain this a little bit further. For the avoidance of doubt, what I mean when I say if Klopp could have that moment back, he would have it.
Because he said things like this before. This is not the first time that he blames the opposition manager for parking the bus.
It's
not the first time.
I think it's a different thing when you say it in this context. When you say it in this context, people will read it, I think, as a sign of frustration and weakness.
Yeah.
And I think Klopp's messaging has been nearly flawless in the time he's been there, especially in recent seasons, right? He's stuck up for his guys, but he's had the positivity. He's been courageous when he's had things to say. When you say stuff like this, in the way he said it, rather than saying, look, they defended deep, they made it tough for us, we put in crosses, blah, 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 it didn't work, it happened sometime. You could have gotten the same point across in a different way. You could have said, we had the same thing here against Burnley, for example. Can't remember what the score was in the Burnley game.
Atletico Madrid. He took the example of Atletico. He said they're the same.
Yeah, but they're not the same as Atletico Madrid.
But he said it's like Atletico Madrid.
See, this is why, though, because if you say it's like Atletico Madrid, like you're simply wrong. It's not like Atletico Madrid against City at all. That makes me wonder: are his nerves getting a little bit frazzled? Because to me, this is something. This sends the message that, oh my God, we might have lost it, and that's not the message you want to send. Because it's 3 points. Stranger things can happen. You're still in it. You did not lose the Premier League on that day.
Yeah,
you're still in it. The quadruple is still.
You sense the pressure, and within the stadium. So
he's human, though. He's human. I can understand getting into the pressure, and that's my reading of it.
And I think the reaction is a reaction of frustration, but we've all played in games like this where you don't win against a team that is weaker than you because they were super defensive and you're gutted, and when you're so gutted and you go, you've got so much like kind of rage, and you go out and you say, look at the way they play, that's why, blah blah blah, but you sense the tension on that bench from
well, you were there. You could sense.
Because even within the stadium,
we had the video of you wandering around, pointing out to the thing.
It was lovely. They let us do that before the game.
And you sat in Klopp's seat.
Yeah. And
do you think that might have impacted the result and some of his nerves afterwards?
I send good vibes, Liverpool fans. I promise you. And all the Liverpool fans who were there too, or who are listening, will know the Diaz goal, or the deflected Bentancur goal, whatever you want to call it. The stadium erupts. But straight after, almost, the pressure comes back on. Are we going to win it, or are we going to drop 2 more points now? And the atmosphere didn't go flat again because they were still there, but you could sense the pressure within the fans almost straight after the 1-1 of like, okay, but what's happening now? Even a draw is not good enough now. And I really think, not that the pressure got to them or overwhelmed them in the sense, and that's why they dropped the points, but you could really sense it. And we said before, we had a debate, is it better to play first or play second if you're City or Liverpool, or be the hunter and the hunted, all that kind of stuff. And I always thought it's better to play first, you put pressure. But I promise you, Gab, the pressure on Saturday night was unreal. And you sensed it, like the guys from where we were sat in the press box, everybody around us, you could see them, they were just like, oh my God, 1-1 is just not enough, we're not going to score, we're not going to win it. And yeah, I think maybe that's not where they've lost it, but it could easily be the moment where they actually lost it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.